Welcome to our channel. I'm Rob, and today we're taking a trip down memory lane to explore the iconic cars and trucks of the 1950s. The 1950s were a time of post-war optimism, booming industry, and a design revolution. Tailfins, chrome, and V8 power defined this era. These cars were symbols of freedom and the American spirit. Designers dreamed big, creating vehicles that looked ready to take off. Sweeping lines, vibrant paint jobs, and chrome galore. Under the hood, powerful V8 engines defined American muscle. We'll explore the most iconic cars and trucks from this golden age. So, grab a milkshake and enjoy the ride. Let's kick things off with a real heavy hitter, the 1957 Chevrolet Bel Air, iconic for its sharp tail fins, gold anodized trim, and wide grille. Under the hood, it featured the 283 cubic inch V8 engine, with optional ramjet fuel injection. Cutting edge for 1957. Even now, it's one of the most sought-after classic cars. Now let's shift gears and talk about another giant of the 1950s, the 1955 Ford Fairlane, a symbol of post-war American aspirations. Ford's redesigned lineup in '55 featured the Fairlane as the star. Its iconic stainless steel side trim was distinctive. Inside, it offered comfort, style, and room for the family. The 1955 Ford Fairlane encapsulated 1950s American optimism, a true classic of its time. Alright, now we're stepping into the realm of sheer, unadulterated luxury. If you wanted the world to know you'd arrived in the early 1950s, you bought a Cadillac. And if you wanted the absolute pinnacle, you bought the 1953 Cadillac El Dorado. The El Dorado, Spanish for the Gilded One, was introduced to celebrate Cadillac's golden anniversary. It featured a unique, low-slung body and a wraparound panoramic windshield. Under the hood was Cadillac's powerful V8 engine. The 1953 Cadillac El Dorado remains a highly coveted classic today. Now let's talk about something that really got people's hearts racing in the 50s. The birth of America's sports car, the Chevrolet Corvette. While the first Corvettes rolled out in 1953, the 1954 model carried forward that revolutionary spirit. The styling of the early Corvette was undeniably futuristic for its time, with its shark-like grille, recessed headlights covered with stone guards, and those subtle, elegant fins at the rear. Under the hood, the '54 Corvette featured the Blue Flame inline-six engine, a 235 cubic inch unit beefed up with 3 Carter side draft carburetors and a higher compression ratio, producing 150 horsepower. The Corvette was still finding its footing, but it was undeniably a head-turner and a car that promised thrills and a new kind of driving experience for Americans. Alright, let's switch gears from the glamorous and sporty to the downright practical and hard-working. We can't talk about iconic 50s vehicles without tipping our hats to the pickup trucks that helped build post-war America, and a prime example is the 1950 Ford F1. The design of the 1950 F1 was straightforward and purposeful, with its million-dollar cab that Ford boasted was more comfortable and offered better visibility than previous models. You had a sturdy frame, a robust suspension, and a choice of either the reliable inline-six Rouge 226 engine or the venerable flathead V8, which was a favorite for those needing a bit more grunt for heavier loads. The 1950 Ford F1 represents a different kind of 50s icon, not one of tail fins and chrome, but one of honest, unpretentious capability. Chevrolet introduced the Task Force series in mid-1955, a radical departure from their earlier pickups. These trucks featured modern, car-like styling, a wraparound windshield, and a distinctive grille. The new V8 engine option provided a significant boost in power and performance. The durability and reliability of the Chevrolet Task Force trucks are legendary. The 1959 Cadillac Coupe Deville screamed "The future is now" with its iconic tail fins designed by Bill Mitchell. It was longer, lower, and wider, a true land yacht exuding presence and prestige. Inside, it was a haven of luxury with plush seating and power accessories. The 1959 Cadillac Coupe Deville is the high watermark of 50s automotive styling. Chapter 8. Let's talk about a car that carved out its own niche in the 1950s, the Ford Thunderbird. The Thunderbird debuted in 1955 as Ford's answer to the Corvette but evolved into a personal luxury car. By 1957 it had refined styling, considered the most beautiful of the baby birds. The 57 featured a longer rear deck, redesigned grille, and prominent tail fins. The 1957 model was the last two-seater Thunderbird, making it highly sought after today. Chapter 9. We've talked about the task force trucks, but let's rewind a couple of years and look at their very popular predecessor, the Chevrolet Advanced Design Series, specifically the 1953 Chevrolet 3100 half-ton pickup. These trucks, produced from 1947 to early 1955, were some of the best-selling vehicles in America for a reason. They were tough, reliable, and had a classic, handsome look that has only grown more appealing with time. The advanced design trucks were a huge leap forward when they were introduced. Over the years, the 1953 Chevrolet 3100 has transitioned from a simple work vehicle to a bona fide classic. Chapter 10. We started with a Chevy, and it feels right to round out our 50s tour with another legendary Chevrolet, the 1959 Impala. If the 59 Cadillac represented the height of luxury excess, the 59 Impala brought that same kind of dramatic, futuristic styling to a more accessible yet still very stylish price point. Those incredible batwing or gull-wing tail fins, stretching out horizontally, were unlike anything else on the road. The 59 Impala was completely restyled from the 58 model, featuring a longer, lower, and wider body that exuded motion even when standing still. The 1959 Chevrolet Impala is celebrated today for its unique and unforgettable style, perfectly capturing the flamboyant spirit of the late 1950s. Well, there you have it, folks. A whirlwind tour through some of the most iconic, most memorable, and downright coolest cars and trucks of the 1950s. What an era, huh? From the groundbreaking style of the 57 Bel Air, to the futuristic fins of the 59 Cadillac and Impala, and the hard-working spirit of the Ford F1 and Chevy Task Force, these vehicles tell a story of American ingenuity, optimism, and a sheer love for the automobile. It was a time when chrome was king, V8s roared, and design knew no bounds. These machines weren't just transportation, they were expressions of freedom and personality. Until next time, keep those engines running and those white walls clean.